right? Kahala Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem Rakakodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for pushing 100% truth to rule well, as it is written in 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 17. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom. This is Bakhayar Amana. Put this on my Mataza Lacham channel. Mataza Lacham means unleavened bread. Bakhayar Amana means elect indeed. Okay? In the ancient Lashawan Kodash language of the Hebrew Israelites, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, also with the Israelite foreigners that have been scattered abroad amongst all the heathen nations that speak different languages that look like them after intermingling with them after centuries of intermingling. But their bloodlines still go back to of the 12 tribes of Israel. Anyway, I saw this on my feed. This came across my deal. I'm like, oh shit, what the hell? And so I've only got like 2 biblical scriptures I'm going to use, and they should fit perfectly. But listen to this, you know. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm tripping with that. Hold on. Here it is. Boom.
Ministry of Sex. You heard that right. Russia wants such a ministry to fix its falling birth rate. It has an aging population, low birth rates, and rising mortality. So the Kremlin wants people to have more babies and have them fast. And they floated some brilliant ideas to make it happen. A new ministry is only the beginning. They want couples to turn off the internet and lights by 10 p.m. and get to work. They want to pay a pension to mothers who stay at home and not go to office. They want to cover hotel expenses for your wedding night and pay bills for your first date. Now, first dates are scary enough without the government involved, but Russia wants to do all of this and more because President Vladimir Putin has high expectations. He wants women to have 8 children or more. That's going to take some work from couples and apparently the Kremlin, which has passed a new bill this week banning child-free lifestyles. It outlaws any...
You know, how the fuck is that going to work if you're going to make all of your soldiers, your men that carry the seed, to impregnate the woman so this way she could conceive seed, right? Because she carries the seed to conception, right? To conceive seed means to make pregnant. So if you don't have anyone to make the women pregnant, how can they have 8 babies if you're going to be sending all of your soldiers to war? Okay, what the hell?
Form of so-called propaganda which promotes the refusal to have children. This includes material on the internet, in media outlets, in movies, in advertisements. Basically anything that promotes a lifestyle without children is banned. Violators will be subjected to fines, about $4,000 for individuals and $50,000 for legal entities. Now, if you know Russia even a little bit, you know that they're acting out. Much like with human beings, when countries act out, it is usually out of fear. And Russia is very scared. Over the past decade, they have seen a continuous demographic decline. Russia is home to some 145 million people. That's smaller than their population in 1991 when the USSR broke up, when the Soviet Union collapsed. And this year, it is expected to shrink further by 500,000. This poses a threat to the country's economy and social fabric, so the Kremlin is throwing money and bizarre sexual ideas at the problem. It also reflects broader demographic trends the world over. Our planet is slowly but surely walking towards a baby bust, a global population crash. Fertility rate, or the number of births per woman, is falling across most countries. In 2017, the global fertility rate stood at 2.5. By 2021, it was down to 2.3, and now it is 2.1. What is the ideal rate? 2.2. So we are below the ideal rate. 2.2 is also called the replacement rate, the rate of births per woman, which keeps the population stable. The world average is lower than that. So the number of births is falling. What are countries doing about it? They've already curbed women's rights in more ways than one. They have failed to ensure the safety of women. They have judged and controlled women's bodies. They have certainly not made it easy to have or raise children. And now they're cajoling women like they are children so that they can have more children. This is what most countries do. They first try to bribe women, like South Korea did. It has the lowest fertility rate in the world at 0.72. Since the year 2006, South Korea has spent more than $270 billion. Last year, Japan pledged $74 billion and Taiwan has spent more than $3 billion. Most of this money is for payments or tax benefits to new mothers. But the cold hard cash has not delivered. So governments try step 2, sweet talk. Singapore, for instance, has among the lowest fertility rates in the world. This is the year of the dragon. So during the Lunar New Year, they urge people to add, and I'm quoting, little dragons to their family. In other words, have children and have them this year. That was a message. It is a crass message coated in honey. But often even that doesn't work. Then leaders resort to what they do best. They call women names, like villainizing what they call childless cat ladies in the US, or making strange demands, like in Japan, where they want women who don't have children to remove their uterus at 30. Meanwhile, France wants compulsory fertility testing for women aged 25. Bizarre is a small word to describe what is happening here. This borders on dystopian. Governments are so used to having a say over women's bodies, they don't want to accept that in certain things, nature plays a role. And do you know the worst part? None of these tactics work. Decades of research proves this. People will not have children because you push them to. They will not have more children if you entice them with payment or fertility tests or bans on so-called child-free propaganda, and certainly not with public shaming. So what should governments do? Well, create conducive environments, implement policies that help mothers, provide better housing, generous maternity leave, cheaper childcare, and more jobs, so people can build the lives they want while also having children. About time governments get their act together, do their research, and stop acting like nosy neighbors pushing women to have children.
Okay, let's go get the biblical scriptures I was talking about, right? Boom. Okay. Well, yeah, I was looking up some stuff. All right, let's go get, what was it? I think it's Isaiah 49. And 15, I think. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Hold on. Wow. Hold on. Let's go get it. Small. Boom. Yep, Jeremiah 40. It was Jeremiah, not Isaiah. Okay. Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 15. For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen and despised among men. Right? So everybody in the world is afraid of this World War III thing, except for the elect of the house of Israel that are looking forward to it, because when the children of Israel realize that the Most High chose them above all nations upon the face of the earth, and they see the Son of the Most High burst through the clouds in order to save them, yeah, they'll be willing to repent. They'll be willing to do the Most High's will. They'll be willing to practice the righteous acts or rehearse the righteous acts found in Judges chapter 5, verse 11. But hell, it'll be too late by then. Right? Okay, and then, as you heard, all of the other heathen nations are having fertility problems. The only nation on earth that's not having fertility problems are Israelites. Did not the Most High say that the children of Israel should number as the sands of the sea? Let's go get it. Isaiah, was it Isaiah 10? I think it was. And 20. Boom. 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 Hold on. Right? Isaiah 10, verse 20. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel, right? The remnant of Israel is Zion, the memorial of Israel. And the memorial, the reason why it's called that is because these are individuals that were willing in the last days, as the hidden ones, waking up to who they are as the Israelites of the Holy Bible, among the blacks, so-called the Latinos, so-called, and the Native Americans, so-called, along as with the Israelite foreigners scattered abroad, okay, that were willing to rehearse being what it's like to be an Israelite, coming out of the ways of Babylon the Great, democracy, coming the fuck away from all of that madness, to abstain from eating pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, which are all unclean foods, okay, that Esau Edom created in order to make sure that our food would be defiled wherever we were, making fast food restaurants, which is a constant reminder that this asshole sold his birthright of immortality and the kingdom of heaven for the modern day equivalent to a pot roast. Okay, it's his own fault, man, right? And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob, right, shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, right? So we're not going to stay on Esau Edom and depend on him, as it is written, as a curse against us, Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 46, right? Where we have to come to these goddamn animals in one of all things. Food, we want a car, we have to go to a car lot owned by these Edomites. If we want to go to the store and buy clothing for our children, the heathen nations in Esau Edom owns the property, the building, and the clothing that we have to purchase from them. We want to go to the grocery store. Who owns the grocery store and the food and products that are being shipped in on these 18-wheelers on the highways? Genetically modified organic foods, of course. Esau Edom, the so-called white man, and the heathen nations. Come on now. These devils are finished. They're finished. They know they're finished, and there's nothing that can be done about it. Okay? They're running out of time. But shall stay upon the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the Holy One of Israel, in truth. Right? So we're trying to do everything we can to stay true to the Lord, and the time of testing is at the door. The remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob, unto the mighty power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the creator of the heavens, the earth, the sea, all that is therein, and the foundations of water. For though thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea. Now, if you go to a seashore, pick up a hand of sand. Each one of those granules is a human living soul. How many people did you just pick up? Okay, and the sands of the sea reach from the sand of the seashore all the way to the bottom of the ocean. Come on, man. Of all oceans, lakes, rivers, come on now. That's a lot of people. Okay, right? For though thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea, yet a remnant of them shall return. The consumption decreed shall overflow with righteousness. For the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Shartazabawath, the Lord of hosts, shall make a consumption even determined in the midst of the land. Right? Let's go to that consumption. Zechariah 13, verse 8. Right? And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. That's the reason why it's made in reference to a remnant shall return, because 2/3 of our people are going to be cut off and die, destroyed on this side. Right? Okay, let's go back and see if I can find that. There it is. Boom. Right? Like it says. See the pie chart here? Okay. 2/3, 66.6 of Israelites shall be cut off and die. Right? 1/3, 33.3% of Israelites will be saved. Those are the remnant that have returned, and 2/3 is the consumption decreed. Right? Now the 144,000 are the Negroes. This is the ratio of Negroes. Only 1 out of every 3 Negroes, Latinos, and Native Indians will be saved. Okay? Okay? That's wild, huh? But that's the consumption decreed by the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Right? And there's nothing we can do about it. Right? Zechariah 13:9, and I will bring the 3rd part through the fire of adversity. Right? The time of testing. The time of great trouble. and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. And they shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is my power, my God. Right? Okay? So, the only way out of here, as is written in Joel chapter 2, right? Verse 32. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be delivered. So you have to know the name of the Lord. For in Mount Zion, the memorial of Israel, right? And in Jerusalem, a city, a people before it's a place, shall be deliverance. So wherever we are on the globe, that deliverance is going to be there for those that call on the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, right? As the Lord hath said, and in the remnant whom the Lord shall call. NLT, but everyone who calls on the name of the Lord will be saved. For some on Mount Zion and in Jerusalem will escape. Escape from what? Jacob's trouble. Right? Let's go get Daniel chapter 12, verse 1. The time of the end. Right? And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time, thy people, the remnant of Israel, right, that shall return. At that time, right, thy people shall be delivered. Every one that shall be written and found written in the book. What book? Uh-oh, let's go get it. Malachi chapter 3, verse 16. Right? Then they that fear the Lord spake often one unto another. How do we speak to one another? Through these video epistles. Through the unicorn. Right? Like it says in Psalms 19, verses 1 through 4. Right? Then they that feared the Lord spake often one unto another, and the Lord hearkened and heard it. And a book of remembrance was written before him, who? The Lord. That, right? For them that feared the Lord and that thought upon his name. Okay? So, the key to get out of here is you must know the name of the Lord, or you are stuck like Chuck. Fuck the dumb shit. If I were you, I'd be trying to break my neck to find out the true Hebrew name of the Lord and call upon it in the day of trouble, which is right at the corner, man. It's right around the corner. I'm just watching videos all day at work today about the brothers. Elder Yashawamba and them went live today. I messed up and I didn't get a chance to get in there because, you know, I was cleaning up the machine that I was running. Okay, but let's go in here and see if I can find the name of the Lord for you. Right? There it is right there. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Right? That's the name of the Lord in the ancient Paleo Hebrew. Okay? Let's go if I can see if I can find it again. Okay, hold on. I'm getting close. I'm getting close. There it is. Boom. Okay? The real name of the Father, Yahweh, which means He is, He will be, He exists. Wah, and the real name of the Son, Yahweh Shai. It is not Yeshua. Okay? It is not Yahushua. That is based on vowel points put there by Joseph ben Yehudi, an Amalekite biblical scholar in the 1500s. These motherfuckers, ever since they came out of the Renaissance or the rebirth, out of the caves, the Caucasus Mountains, the land of the cave dwellers, they've been changing everything around and whitewashing history and putting their face up instead of the true face and depiction and description found in Revelation chapter 1 verse 14, what the Son of the Most High looks like. In Revelation chapter 4 verses 1 and 2, what the Most High looks like on his throne. Right? And put their face up. Charlton Heston as Moses. What's his name? Richard Gere as King Solomon, King David. What the fuck? You got the, man. Okay. The real name of the Son, Yahweh Shai, which means He saves, He delivers, or He is salvation. Okay? This is the name of the Father and the name of the Son. This is the only way you're going to get out of here, man. Other than that, you ain't going nowhere, man. You ain't going nowhere. Proverbs chapter 30, verse 4, right? Who ascendeth up into heaven or descended, right? Who ascended up into heaven? Acts chapter 1, verse 6. Yahushua HaMashiach, who ascended up in heaven before the 11 apostles. As I say 11 because Judas Iscariot had hung himself out of guilt that he had betrayed the Son of the Most High, right? Who hath ascended up into heaven or descended? He will descend, and every eye shall see him, even those that pierced him. Revelation chapter 1, verse 7. Who hath gathered the wind in his fists? Who hath bound the waters in a garment? Who hath established all the ends of the earth? Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, the creator of the heavens, the earth, the sea, all that is therein, and the foundations of water. Okay? It just described everything I just described right then. What is his name, and what is his son's name, if thou canst tell? Just told you. Okay? If the Lord spoke Hebrew, how is Jesus his name? Okay? Because it always makes biblical references to the language that he spoke. When he spoke to Paul on the road to Damascus, and he fell off his horse and was blinded by the brightness of the Messiah, he spoke to him in Hebrew. He didn't speak to him in no fucking Greek. Are you paying attention to the details you just lost in translation? Right? See what I'm saying? So the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai ain't playing, man. Okay? It's over if you do not repent and call upon the name of the Lord. Let's go get some more proof. And then I'm going to get off this video. Right? 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, verses 68. Oh, man. The fuck, man. I don't even know where this came from. All I was trying to do is just scare the shit out of me, man. It's just showing the technology where they can find you anywhere. They can find you anywhere, man. 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall carry away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. And the individuals that are idle are the Latinos. They believe in Cesare Borgia, long, blonde-haired, blue-eyed devil, son of a devil, what you call him, Serapis Christus. You know, Cesare Borgia, the gay homosexual boyfriend of Leonardo da Vinci. They believe that this punk's going to float down from heaven in a dress all by himself and save each individual, whole nations by himself. Right? But the Bible describes his coming totally different, doesn't it? Okay, what does Matthew chapter 24, verse 30 and 31 say? See? And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot. Right? Let's, okay. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. Right? That's martial law. That's the Aliens Enemies Sedition Act of 1798. Where they can suspend permanently or indefinitely posse comitatus of 1893 or 1898 that stops, by the Constitution of the United States, the implementation of military forces against U.S. citizens. Okay? Or American citizens. That suspends this. That the Aliens Enemies Act of 1798, it suspends posse comitatus and habeas corpus, which is the laws of the land per state. It suspends that too, of the legal process. That shit's suspended too, okay, under martial law. Okay? They shall be like madmen, sparing none. They're going to kick your door in, Jade Helm, 2:30, 3 o'clock in the fucking morning while you're, kick your door in. Boom. Trying to find out who is who. Right? If you so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American, especially Latinos, you're going to be subject to immediate what do they call it? Summary execution on the fucking spot. If you can't prove that you're a United States citizen. If you ain't got a digital, if you don't have a digital ID or a digital biometric ID implanted at that time to continue on as an American citizen, they're going to deport your ass. But they got to have somewhere to put you. Where they're going to put you? Federal Emergency Management Agency camps. Military complex. Right? Right? Military camps. That's where they're going to put you. Detention facilities. Put your ass in jail until you can prove who you are. Okay? Or they're going to put your ass on the next train smoking. You got to get the fuck out of here. Right? But still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord, for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of the houses. Right? Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. We just got through speaking about in Zechariah 13:8 and 9, how they're going to be tried as gold is tried and refined as silver is refined. Right? Under the fire of adversity. See? So there's really nothing you can do about this thing. It's going to happen in your lifetime, whether you want it to happen or not. And they might have the shit jump off right before Thanksgiving or on Thanksgiving or sometime after that. Right? That's why Joe Biden was talking about earlier this year or in 2022 about there's going to be a dark winter. What winter could be darker than these motherfuckers coming to put you in a fucking FEMA camp some goddamn where? In a FEMA camp where you'll be put outside. No shoes, no socks, in the snow. No covering, no jacket. Freeze you to death in order to force compliance. Right? I mean, this is what these devils are planning on doing, man. Okay? And they just want Donald Trump to bring it in. And why do you think all of the immigrants are trying to get the fuck out of America as soon as they can? Or go to Canada? Or back to Mexico? Or Cuba? Wherever the fuck they can get it. You see what I'm saying? You know, ain't no joke, man. But like I said before, anyway, hear ye, O my beloved, saith the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand. What days of trouble? Jacob's trouble, right? Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. Alas, for that day is great. What type of day is that? The day of the Lord, the day of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai's judgment upon you for not keeping his commandments, laws and statutes that he had commanded you. You want to do what you want to do. You want to do it till you're satisfied. You say that the law's done away with. See? Hear ye, O my beloved, saith the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Who? The remnant, whom the Lord shall call. Right? Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your guide, and the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts. So only the people that are rehearsing the righteous acts found in Judges chapter 5, verse 11, I'm going to get the fuck out of here. Right? Saith the Lord Yahweh, let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves. Right? Let's go over here to, back over here to Isaiah chapter 11. Verse 11, to find out exactly where the Most High is going to get his people from. Okay, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time. Right? Because he set his hand the first time when he got here and tried to save all that which was lost, which is the whole house of Israel. That's the reason why he shed his blood as an atonement for the sins of the hidden ones here in these last days. Like it tells you in John chapter 14 and John 7, chapter 17, where the Most High had made a prayer, his son has made a prayer to his Father for us, that we would wake up here in these last days before it was too late. Right? And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria and from Egypt and from Pathros and from Cush and from Elam and from Shinar and from Hamath and from the islands of the sea. Now, if you want to know where all these different nations are, all you have to do is put in your Google search engine and say, what is the nation of Hamath today? And it'll tell you. What is the nation of Egypt today? It will tell you. What is the nation of Pathros? It will tell you. What is the nation of Cush? It will tell you. What is the nation of Elam? It will tell you. What is the nation of Shinar? It will tell you. If Assyria, it will tell you. And from the islands of the sea, and it will tell you where all the different islands of the sea, it's referenced in the biblical scriptures. Okay? And he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. Okay? Tells you the same thing in Matthew, don't it? Let's go get it. Matthew chapter 24, verse 30. Oh, here we go, man. See? I got to put up with this madness. See? Anyway. Matthew 24 and 30. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn. So all of the nations are going to be scared to death. Oh my God, it's an alien invasion. Oh, running for the fucking hills, right? Type shit, right? Oh my God, it's the Son of God. Oh no, please, Lord, don't kill me. Please forgive me for... right away. Scared to fucking death. Right? And they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds, the chariots of the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, of heaven with power and great glory. They're going to be scared to fucking death. Knees rattling. Hearts were failing them for fear. Right? And he shall send his angels with the great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect, the remnant of Israel that shall return. Right? From the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. So, it's already written who the Most High is going to save. Shalom.